I want to fuck Beyonce and Rihanna. We'll see which one of those things happen first.
All right, motherfuckers. Welcome to the Keyboard Warriors. It's Friday night. We changed our intro up a little bit there, trying to avoid the good old Herschel from the UFC.
You know what's funny is I tried to post that clip to TikTok and they
Yeah.
immediately took off the volume. So I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say you want to fuck pop stars on TikTok or something. I think they frown upon that. So
TikTok tripping, dude. Half the shit I put on like Cageside. I've gotten so many strikes on the Cageside TikTok. I'm waiting for that bitch to get taken down. It's fucking wild.
Everybody talks about going fucking viral on TikTok. Do a TikTok. Damn, I can't even say I want to fuck Beyonce on TikTok.
No,
Jesus Christ.
you gotta
half the world want to fuck Beyonce.
You got to show titties and ass and all this kind of shit on TikTok to get viral. That's the only thing that keeps on there. Everything else gets taken down. Ass and titties is on there.
Let me ask you a question before we even get into any MMA shit. So I said that, right?
Yeah.
Let me ask, so do you think it's disrespectful for a man to say he wants to fuck your wife? Not that he's gonna or that he could, but that he wants to. Is that rude or is that endearing? Because I'm obviously saying I think your wife is hot.
Right.
I respect Jay-Z. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need him motherfucking having my little funny pale ass snuffed out. But what the fuck? Everybody on earth wants to fuck your wife. Don't get mad at me for fucking saying it, homeboy. Like I'm just the one motherfucker with the balls to say it.
They want to do that shit before they even got married, so he can't even say nothing about that one. I mean, that's wild. Though. I never thought about that.
Of course you want to fuck her, but like, would I be rude for saying that? Or you know, am I paying you homage by saying, yo, I'd love to fuck your wife? I'm not saying I'm gonna hit on her. I'm just saying you got a fine ass wife, and in the alternate universe, I'll fuck her brains out. He probably would hate me. That's fine, but I'm saying for all of me.
Oh fuck. All right,
you get to do what I would like to. Shit, you should be happy.
I think it depends on the point of view of the person you're saying it to. So, I mean, I wouldn't really care. I'd be like, all right, well, appreciate the compliment, bro. But you know, but honestly, like if you said something like that, whatever. Like if some stranger said that shit, I'd be like, what the fuck you getting at, bro? Like, you know what I mean? It kind of depends.
I guess it depends on how many whiskey sours I got in me and where we're at as far as it goes. But in general, I think if I was good and sober, don't try to fuck her knowing she's my wife. But if you want to fuck her, yeah, get in line, motherfucker. Me too. That's why I'm married.
I mean, oh, your wife is fucking beautiful and fine as hell, or she's gorgeous. That's kind of saying the same thing.
Yeah, this is what I mean. People are so full of shit, right? Oh, your wife's so sexy. She's such a beautiful woman. You want to fuck her. Just admit it. If you think what beautiful woman have you met as a straight man that low-key you didn't want to fuck? Might not be appropriate to say it all the time, but I tell you right now, if I've ever said a woman was beautiful, in my heart of hearts, I probably wanted to throw you a stab in. Or you wouldn't have made the beautiful category.
Well, I mean, think of it this way: like, how many times have people said that to like about girls, like on Twitter, for example? Like, I was talking to, I'm not. I mean, he don't give a fuck if I do this, but Andre, you know, Andre Easy on Twitter.
So. I think so.
Yeah. He was talking. We were in the chat. And he was talking about Ice Spice, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like a new rapper chick. She's terrible, but he's just like, man, she fine as hell though. She just couldn't talk. I'm like, all right, bro. It's kind of the same thing. Like if Ice Spice's dude saw that, he'd probably be like, oh, well, fuck yeah, I'm good. All right. Yeah. Welcome to Keyboard Warriors, folks. We're the Keyboard Warriors. That's Fred Kirby. I'm Eddie Law. In the chat, Santiago, what's up, dude? Otis, what's going on, man? Otis, been a minute.
All right, boys, listen. Also, throw your fucking opinions out there. If you
got
old
one,
ladies.
Santiago goes, to me, it's a compliment.
There we go. I like to hear it. I like to see that we're not with a bunch of beta males that are going to get off. Oh my God, what the fuck, man? Calm down, homeboy. I'm paying you a compliment. I didn't say I was going to try to. I said I would.
Nick, what's good? Nick Devon God. Keep it up, G's. Have to follow y'all over. Appreciate you, man.
There he is.
And then fuck it, let's start off with the fight announcements because a couple of these were dropped today. But Otis dropping them already. Izzy Adesanya versus Alex Pereira 2 for UFC 287, April 8th. First defense for Alex Pereira. UFC 287, we don't even have a location for this shit yet. The rumored spots are either New York or Miami. We don't really know yet. So we'll see. We'll find out about that one. I kind of prefer Miami. I'm sick of the whole.
I'll take either one. I'm just happy that we're running that shit back.
Hell yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
Yo, if fucking Izzy loses that shit, he could forget it. That shit's done. Move it to 205, man. It's like Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker, UFC 285. That is low-key fucking banger.
It's a fun fight. Real fun fight.
Petr Yan against Merab Dvalishvili for March 11th. Can we just shove Merab in a title shot? That's really what you're trying to do. This one's wild because I've got a lot of different opinions on this one. Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso, UFC 285, March 4th. A lot of people are saying Alexa's gonna get her ass beat. Man, she's from my hometown. I can't say that shit.
Well, of course they're saying that, and they're probably right. Probably. But I'm telling you, man, I ain't saying that I called that. Well, I can't never remember that broad's name. What's that little fucking broad
Tyler Santos?
Nah. The broad that beat Cyborg, or not Cyborg. Jesus fucking Christ, Amanda Nunes.
Juliana Pena.
I just feel like at a certain point, champions are due to lose, whether it's lack of motivation, wrong time, whatever. I feel like Valentina's been in that sort of she due for one for a while. 2-3 years ago, I would have said that Shevchenko was just going to beat the dog piss out of Grasso, but because I just feel like Shevchenko is doing, she almost got it in that last fight. That was Santos, right? Talia Santos.
I thought Santos won. Yeah, I thought Santos won that fight. Shit.
See, I just feel like Shevchenko's due for an upset, man. And Alexa Grasso is the type of contender I could see fucking around and surprising all of us.
I'm telling you right now, if Valentina don't get her out of there, she's gonna be in trouble. This is fucking fire. Co-main event, UFC 286. Justin Gaethje, Rafael, he's not Brazilian. Rafael Fizzy, whatever, how you ever say that. That's a badass fight. Gunnar Nelson, Daniel Rodriguez, UFC 286. D-Rod trying to get his ass beat.
Man, boy,
that's a good fight.
I was such a Gunnar Nelson fan. Boy, I wanted Gunnar to be great so bad. I it's something about that whole karate bullshit and you good on the ground. Boy, I like me a motherfucker that can do karate and is good at jiu-jitsu. Machida in his prime type shit. Boy, that's just the fighting style that I enjoy watching. Gunnar had that shit, man, at his prime. He was a bad motherfucker, really, really talented on the ground. Good sort of fun stand-up. I don't know exactly what went left for him, but I'm excited to see him back though.
He's one of those guys where I'm like, what the fuck if, man? Just what if? Just one thing went right. Just a right instead of a left on one of these fights, and who knows what happened to that motherfucker. This one I'm excited for, mostly because of the return of Tatiana Suarez taking on Montana de la Rosa February 25th. Speaking of people trying to talk about people's wives and shit, Montana de la Rosa is low-key smoke show. There's no way her dude don't hear that shit every once in a while. So that'd be good.
Boy, to get his opinion on Tev, shout out to Tev. What's his name Tev on Twitter? What's his Twitter name?
Tev
Talks MMA.
Tev Talks MMA. Yeah, Tev Talks.
Tev Talks MMA. Shout out to him, man. He had posted something. I forget what it was, but I had mentioned in the reply that, man, women's MMA, and I always sort of get hyperbolic and talk a lot of shit about this, but I'm being dead serious, man. Women's MMA is dying for a star. Somebody, Conor McGregor, fuck, even the Henry Cejudo, somebody that can really sell some shit, man. That's what it was. Ted was talking about somebody coming out to a certain song, one of them like ratchet motherfucking little hood rat songs and shit. And I'm like, yeah. So if we had you imagine if Paige Van Zandt had started her little sort of promiscuous OnlyFans journey in the beginning of her career, and imagine if she was actually really good. Like, shout out to Paige for she a tough bitch, boy. She went and did the bare knuckle shit. Like, she ain't nothing nice. You got to give her that. But listen, if she had kept winning and then did the OnlyFans shit, it'd be like, yeah, motherfucker, I'll be eating pussy and sucking dick. I'll be having threesomes. I'm into some kinky shit, and I'll knock your hoe out. Like, we need that, man. Real talk, bro. We ain't had a fucking real star in women's MMA since Ronda fucking Rousey. Like, what woman has really made you want to, bro? Amanda Nunes could not fight better. She could not be more excited. She is knocking hoes unconscious. And the truth is, nobody gives a fuck. Let's keep it a bean. If Amanda Nunes had to carry a pay-per-view by herself, she ain't carrying shit. That's why, I mean, I'm just telling the truth. Shit, that's why they don't never book her. That's why they don't never give her a headlining spot on pay-per-view. It's always co-headlining with some other fucking dick. When is the last time we've had a female championship fight headline a pay-per-view?
That's all you, bro.
You know what I mean? Or and a big one though, above a male fight that mattered. I mean, son, when Ronda fought, she was headlining. Unless it was like a heavyweight fight or a male bigger than her, wasn't no flyweight males headlining above Ronda Rousey at her peak, Jack. Like, you know, we need one of them so bad, man.
Yeah, 100%. But you know what about Tev talking about that? You need a ratchet chick who can actually fight. I mean, it was close with the what's her name, Valerie Loretta.
Yeah,
like Bellator had her. Like, she could fight. She probably won't be a champion. She probably wouldn't be a champion in the UFC, but she could definitely fight. And she's a looker, but she went off to like WWE to make that better money.
And to be fair, she missing a little bit. Like, listen, let's keep it a buck. She had a fantastic ass. Woo, good Lord Almighty, I'll cut my pinky off to fuck her from behind, son. Good Lord. Perfect fucking ass and a beautiful face. But the truth is, she wasn't extremely captivating on the mic. Whether she didn't go far enough with the kinky sexual shit, or she didn't just talk enough shit and piss people off, she wasn't great on the mic. And to be fair, she wasn't a great fighter. You sort of need those things. But boy, if Shevchenko got caught in a fucking kink scandal tomorrow and got to talking shit and saying fuck Ronda Rousey and piss on those Brazilians, they be eating carrots and feeding carrots to goddamn it buses and shit. Like,
you're right.
Like, real talk. What broad has been really offensive on some Chael Sonnen and shit? Like, motherfucker, fuck Brazil.
Pena tried and didn't work out.
A little bit fair. She did try, but I feel like she didn't go all the way.
No,
like,
no.
You gotta Sean Strickland it low key. You gotta fucking go for it. Look, Sean Strickland is a fucking hideous creature. But boy, if that motherfucker don't we all tune in to hear what that crazy cocksucker's gonna say next? We need some females to step up and do that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if we had a female do that, again, God forbid she look good and can fight, you will see what female MMA can actually do. Right now, if we keeping it a bean, female MMA is kind of in a slump. It's some great women fighters, but as far as broads that can sell pay-per-views and get your buddies talking about a female fight, how many of your casual friends know who the fuck Shevchenko or Amanda Nunes or any female fighter is? There you go. We got to change that, man. We got to change that.
You're right. All right. Ralph Bond versus Adrian Yanez, April 8th. That's a badass fight. Marlon Barra, Corey Sanhagen, February 18th. I'm going to that one. Gilbert Burns or Jorge Masvidal, co-main event, UFC 287. It's a badass fight.
Let me tell you something right now.
Shit on that fight. It's weird.
I know I'm shot out of a can right now. I just drank one of those 5-hour energies. I'm addicted to those things now. I drink like fucking 2 a day. I'll probably be dead in the next 3 years fucking with those things.
But listen, stomach figured out.
I fucking know my stomach's fucked. This is a fucking. I don't know if everybody else is sort of bummed out by this fight, but I actually kind of love this fight, and I've already seen people like, oh my god, if Leon beats Usman and Jorge beats Gilbert, I hope they don't. Woo, I hope they do. Good Lord, I hope they fucking do. If Jorge happens to beat Gilbert, and by some strange fucking chance, Leon happens to beat Usman again, you gotta make that fight, right? After all the bullshit, the 3-piece and the soda, it would be fucking goddamn heresy not to make that fucking fight at that fucking point. Why the fuck would people bitch about that?
They're fucking hoping they can make that fight. That's what's going on. They want so badly. Because look, what's the biggest knock on Jorge right now? Everyone's talking about like, oh, who are they going to give Masvidal the fucking title shot against Leon? They're not going to give it to Usman because Usman's hurt. What's the biggest knock? Jorge's lost a fuck ton in a row. Okay, you get a win over a guy like Gilbert Burns. That's enough.
It's for me. It's for me.
So they're hoping. I'm low key kind of hoping too. All right. Kevin Hahn, Santiago Ponzinibbio, UFC 287. That's another badass fight. A Ronda Rousey type is what we're talking about. Female fighters.
Absolutely.
Santiago says 287 is looking good. It's looking really good, but it's looking really like it might be an issue once the injuries start kicking in. Tyson Pedrogas, Modestas Bukauskas at UFC 284.
Real quickly to cut you off, just while we're on that note, you know who I'd like to do that? Who I would like to see do that for the women? Clarissa Shields. I would love to see her really. I'm real like pull a Chael Sonnen, man. Start. I mean, hurting hoes' feelings. I want to see some real disrespectful shit. I mean, the shit that gets shit going.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got a fan base. She's a great boxer.
So,
if we could pick her fights right and get her to the UFC, and yeah, I know all you little crybaby, man, you pick it up. I don't give a fuck. Pick the right fights. Pick strike. Do not put her in there with a wrestler. For fuck's sake. Let her knock a couple hoes out. Encourage that fucking mouth to just run away. Let her bring her boxing fans. I mean, let's have some fucking fun, man. I want this year to be fun, man. Fuck all that martial arts bullshit, man. That's enough with that pure martial arts bullshit.
They try to do that shit with. You remember? I don't know why I remember this chick's name, Angela Magana.
Oh yeah,
She tried real hard to be the female Chael Sonnen. Like she tried really hard.
Problem was she couldn't fight.
She couldn't fight.
She wasn't no good. She wasn't no good. That's the problem. Now, see, the one thing you gotta give Ronda Rousey, she had all that attitude and that sass, but at the end of the day, she was also ripping hoes' arms off in the first round. That shit's captivating. If Clarissa Shields can get her game together and knock a couple bitches out in the first round and start yakking that mouth off, and boy, I would trash everybody in MMA if I was her. I'd get the trash in Cyborg. I'd take the trash in fucking Ronda Rousey. Goddamn it, Brazilians, white people. I would be talking shit about everybody. What the fuck? Coming in, kicking down the door.
If Michelle Watterson had been able to do that shit early on, that'd have been the move. We could talk about this shit all night, dude. Real talk. So there goes the Nunes headline, the UFC 200 card. That's because John Jones popped hot for steroids. Otherwise, it would have been that one. So I mean, that somewhat counts, but not really.
Right. I get what you're saying. John Jones would have been around though. They would. She would have been on the card. She'd have been co-headline.
Should have been co-headline. Yeah. Valerie Laredo wasn't beating the top tier either. She was not.
That's the thing.
Oh, you have to be able to back it up too. Ronda submitted that Tate at UFC 168 and didn't shake her hand. That was some building stuff right there. And they gave her so much shit for it, and I didn't understand why.
Bro, but hey, listen, Otis,
that's what you need.
That's what you need.
That's what
you need a big profile win and some shit like that. But you like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you and fuck your team, goddammit. Like, the truth is, a lot of these women are just way too respectful. They're way too nice and cordial and shit, man. Ronda was a bitch, low-key, but that, man, listen, that shit sells. Listen, look at Chael Sonnen is a great.
That's exactly what I say.
Is the prime. Because look, Chael's a real gentleman now.
Yeah.
If Chelsea's Anderson, I don't know, boy. Vanderlei still might be mad at Chael, but for the most part, Chael's mended all the fences, and now everybody gets that it was essentially a work. I mean, do I think that Chael didn't believe all that shit a tiny bit? Like sure, maybe he did think Anderson wearing pink was feminine or whatever. But like, obviously, it wasn't really personal. He's selling a fight, bro, and that shit it worked. Like that shit made Anderson a star. If we're keeping it a fucking bean here, like Chael's mouth. And Chael wasn't even he was a great fighter. He was not an exciting fighter. It wasn't like he was knocking people out. His shit was boring, and he still drummed up that much interest in himself by just fucking letting that mouth fly.
100%. No, you're 100% right. And so, that's the thing though. Like when Ronda did that, everyone's like, "I can't believe she didn't shake her hand." At the same time, Chael Sonnen is over here shit talking the entire fucking country, an entire continent, basically. Shit talking about how the Nogueira brothers tried to feed a bus a carrot. Like all that stuff was still happening. Okay, but y'all want to complain about this girl right here who's clearly massacring, like ripping chicks' arms off left and right, smacking shit, knocking out what's her name, Betch Correia. And shit on the NWA poster. What was the name of that movie? Whatever the name of that movie was. But all that kind of shit, right? But everyone's shitting on her, and no one's saying the shit about Chael Sonnen. So, if for whatever reason, like I remember when that happened, I was like, y'all gonna be missing Ronda Rousey when she's done. After this shit, y'all give a fuck about what she said. She's all over the place. Everyone's calling her a bitch and stuff like that. I'm like, she's doing it right.
I'll be honest. I didn't know we would miss her this much.
Yeah.
I sort of thought people would just take the reins, and in hindsight, again, nobody really has. There have been better fighters than Ronda for
Yeah.
sure. The talent level has never been higher. But as far as girls who get it, who get how to sell a fight and how to make Joe Blow dickhead care
Dude.
about them fighting and not just their like Valerie Laredo. Yeah, boy, I'd be googling her like a motherfucker. But at the end of the day, how many people want to watch her fight too?
No,
Like
none of us.
that's why
No.
she in wrestling.
Right. I don't even know if anyone's watching her wrestle, but
No, they are.
best of luck to her though, because I know they make
She
mad money
seems like
for that.
like a cool chick too.
She
Yeah,
seems
yeah, for
cool,
sure,
yeah.
for sure. She seems
Yeah.
like a cool chick.
Yeah, great Halloween costume, I'll tell you that much. Fucking Joanna Jędrzejczyk tried that with the whole boogie woman thing, and she had it. She could back it up until Rose said the Lord's Prayer in front of him at the ceremonial weigh-ins, and then knocked her out. Like, damn, or beat her, whatever. I forgot how she won. No, she won the Banaka. Yeah, so she had that, and then unfortunately,
Listen,
she lost. And after that, that was that.
to be fair, Joanna did what she could.
Yeah,
I think a little bit was lost in translation, her not
yeah,
speaking English really well. But yeah, at least I can't hate on her. She did try. She did get the boogie woman bullshit. She had a little bit of a
yeah.
She at least had some fucking personality. I will give her
Right.
that for sure. That's true.
And that's super important when it comes to this shit. If you don't have personality, you got nothing.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Exactly. All right. Fucking lost my place here. Oh, here we go. So Santiago says my favorite female fighter right now is Zhang. I'm a huge fan of Valentina and Amanda. Right. I respect Rousey stiffing Tate over her pretending to like Tate.
For sure. For sure.
Chael was fun. There's no one like him right now. There's no one like him ever. I don't care what you said about anyone says about Colby. Now, if there was like a female Colby Covington coming out doing shit that could actually fight like he does, you could sell the fuck out of that. Also, Rousey was a very attractive woman. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. All right. Kicking off the first let's talk about McGregor now. So McGregor was in the news for two things recently, and then one thing that we thought he was going to be in the news for, but he wasn't. First of all, what we talk about fucking why is my okay. So there's a woman that came out and accused him of basically like beating her up, and then she jumped off his boat in Spain and not Belize, I forget. I'll pull up the article in a second. But she jumped off the boat after he beat her ass. Like, I don't know if you heard that story, but that shit is I know the rest of you guys, I know you guys all heard that story, but at this point, like it was weird to see people like supporting her, and then a lot more people saying she's full of shit, she just wants to get paid and all that. I don't know if you heard the story, but if you did, where do you sit on that?
I did hear the story. Honestly, man, I don't know enough. The only thing I would say is, and this is, obviously, bro, motherfuckers gonna be like, I ain't a Conor Dick Rider. I'm not a Conor Dick Rider more than I'm just trying to evaluate what might have happened.
Sure.
I'm not saying he didn't do nothing, but I am saying I'm pretty sure if he actually beat the shit out of her, a lot like with the Dana White situation, he would be in jail for assault, and there would be no waiting, bro. Mike Tyson went to prison.
Right.
Like, bro, you cannot beat bitches up. Fucking period. You can't do that. Now, I don't know. Maybe he grabbed that hoe by the arm. Maybe he threw her off the yacht because she got in with the mouth. But I know if he motherfucking took these and went mop, 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 I'm pretty sure his little funny Irish ass would be in jail. I don't know really much. I've heard this shit, but who fucking knows, man? I feel like we always hearing some shit about Conor. Didn't he supposedly do this with some broad a couple years ago? There was a rape allegation, or some fucking Irish newspaper put out something, but nobody ever said it. And to be honest, I don't give a fuck about this. Now, let me be very clear. I'm not saying that I don't. If this girl actually got beaten up or raped or anything like that from Conor, that's, you know what I mean? And that's for the police to deal with and for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as us talk, I don't fuck. Who knows? I'm not about to sit up here and assume that she telling the truth or she lying. I don't know nothing about nothing. What are the facts that I know? Fucking nothing. That they was on a boat together. I don't know when that hoe jumped. I don't know why she jumped. Hell, I don't even know if she actually jumped. I'm assuming she jumped off or she got threw off or the what's it say, the Red
Some
Cross founder.
the Red Cross picked her
Yeah.
up, bro.
So look, man, I have no idea. I think that if he actually whooped her ass and threw her off the boat or some shit, I'm pretty sure his funny little Irish ass will get in trouble. Like you
So
can't really get away with that no matter who you are.
so here's the thing about that, and this is where the story gets all crazy, and this is why I feel like if he did something, he needs to fucking pay for that shit. But the reason why I think nothing's gonna come of this is because of this. So when it happened in July, and she got picked up, she initially had said it was McGregor, and then she took it back, and then she went and once she got back to Ireland, she identified him as her attacker, and now is where this is all kicking off, right? So it was like back and forth and changing stories. Um, but she got pretty detailed what he did. Allegedly he kicked her in the stomach or something, and punched her in the chin, and then said something like, I think it's on here somewhere. It said something like, "I'm gonna drown you. Who do you think you are?" And all that kind of shit. So it's like it's a wild fucking thing. And then backing it up, the reason she's even on the boat in the first place is he allegedly recognized her as someone he knew back in Dublin, right? So this whole thing is just a mess. And we know when McGregor parties, he parties. Who fucking knows if he knew who the hell he was inviting on his boat? And then he woke up going, "Who the fuck are you?" and went crazy. Now, that's still no excuse to hit a woman if he did it right. But damn, like that's a crazy story in itself.
Yeah, and again, bro, not like her. You can maybe make the argument that the reason she said it wasn't him is because she got fearful that he
Scared
would do
shitless.
something to her. Yeah. Um, but that's not our argument to make.
Right.
You don't know that's why she said no. Maybe he really didn't do it. And then maybe now she's like, maybe shit got wild.
Maybe
And
she
he
got wild.
said, yo, you know what I really like is getting my ass licked. And maybe that bitch said, I don't toss salads, go fuck yourself. And maybe he said, bitch, get the fuck off my boat and swim home then. And maybe that hoe jumped. And maybe then she went up there and fucking was like, yo, boom, boom, boom. It wasn't Conor McGregor. And maybe when she got fucking home, they said, yo, bitch, you know that motherfucker's worth $1 billion? You better motherfucking say that motherfucker hit you. He'll give you $1 million just to motherfucking so he ain't got to go to court. Let me be clear. I'm not saying that's what happened. All I'm saying is maybe it did. We can't just be like, oh, I knew it. See, look at McGregor. We can't just mark this down as something that McGregor did.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and you know that one time when he laid that hoe on that boat? Like, we don't fucking know anything yet. If he, again, let's be very clear here. If he did this shit, he should be punished. His
100%.
Irish ass should go to jail or should pay the $1 billion,
Gulag,
whatever.
bro.
Right. He should be if he's beating women up and shit with his fucking the way he's trained and worked out and on steroids and shit right now. If he's kicking hoes in the stomach, he should pay for it for sure. But let's just be real clear here. None of us have any idea whether this holds any sort of real validity or not, except for the very few people that were on that boat or close to that situation. Short of that, if you're some dickhead on Twitter, all due respect, shut the fuck up. Let's just wait until somebody has some sort of proof one way or the other. And then we can sort of find ourselves back in this discussion, sort of figuring out what's what. Right now, this is all a bunch of fucking hypothetical horse shit.
The thing, it's so much. He gets accused of so much shit, and nothing ever sticks. That's how wild that dude is. Like it just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
And listen, maybe it's because he's paying it all to go away. Maybe it's because it's not true. But like, who, you know what I mean? Like that would be on you to sort of ascertain your own position about what's really going on with Conor McGregor. But until something happens by law and he gets charged with some shit, we can't sit here and fucking judge the cocksucker.
He's a big fish in a small country. Huge fish in a small country. He got all kinds of strings and power he could pull. So is it possible that he's pulling some bullshit to get away with stuff like that? Absolutely. In a different country, not American laws, nothing like that. It could happen. Who knows? But end of the day, the thing is, I just don't believe it's gonna happen. I mean, like I said, again, if he did some shit, definitely he should pay for it. I just even then, like knowing how powerful that dude is in Ireland, I just have so little faith that they're actually gonna do anything about it. So But we'll see. Best of luck to the lady, and hopefully she's all right. All right, moving on. Another McGregor story happened this morning. Homeboy got hit by a car. So McGregor was on his bike, and dude came up, I guess, behind him super fast, hit him, and knocked him over. And so then McGregor pulls his phone out, starts, just video of the scene and everything. You can see right there the bike's a little busted up. There's pieces of the bike everywhere. I think pedals are gone. He's like, there's a dude that hit him. I apologize, and there's McGregor kind of freaked out. I think somewhere near the end of this clip, like his pants are all torn up. Like he fucking ate it. Like he got hit, right? And the whole time he's like, man, I almost died right there. But like he was legitimately freaked the fuck out. Which the first thing I saw when like people tweeting about it was like, oh, karma, motherfucker. And I'm like, whoa, hey, settle down. But that shit's wild, man. And then see if I could get to the end of the clip here. It's fucking, I don't know, it was this long shit. And I uploaded this shit today. Come on now. There's the pants, tore them all up and shit. But then he takes a video. Homeboy gave him a ride home, threw his bike in the back of the car and gave him a ride back to his house. I don't know if this dude knew that he hit Conor fucking McGregor with the car, but I guarantee when he pulled up to that long ass driveway in Dublin or wherever that motherfucker lives in Ireland, he was like, oh, I hit somebody. Fuck. So there you go. McGregor getting hit by cars and shit.
Hey, so check this out. I'm about to hit y'all with something crazy.
Okay.
That's Conor McGregor's uncle.
The what?
That's his uncle. Yeah.
No,
I don't believe this is true. You see that bike? You see that bike? I don't believe so he got hit in the back, and he ain't hurt, and he's shooting videos. No, man. I think this is all a fucking media distraction to take away from the fact that he raped that hoe out in Spain or whatever the fuck happened. I think this is some. I'm partly bullshitting, but low key, he didn't have a scratch on him. This cat low key does kind of look like him. Maybe all Irish people just look alike, but that motherfucker low key looks like he could be his uncle or a distant cousin or some shit, mate, if you will. I don't believe this, man. I don't believe this. I thought this was all a little weirdy beardy when at first Conor McGregor gets hit by a car, but he ain't really hurt. And then the dude take him back, and he's making the video, and the bike looks like it's low key got thrown under a semi. Now, how the bike looked like that, and he got hit from behind, and what Conor do? He got a rip on his pants, yeah. So when he fell, how he fall and rip his ass gland back there? He didn't man. His funny little Irish ass should have went ass up. Like the way that bike looks, he should have fucking done a nosedive. He ain't got a scratch on him, just a little tear in his panties.
That'd be wild as fuck if you were right.
Yeah. This was his PR team, Jack. That's his uncle.
Oh man,
I don't believe this.
Oh shit! All right, the other one.
Goddamn lucky.
Yeah, the other thing, and everyone thought so. Dana White today did this like a big announcement shit. To show up in 30 minutes. First of all, a fucking hour later, there, Dana. What the hell, bro? But pops on, and everyone's like, all right, cool. They're gonna announce it. They're gonna announce it. The rumor still is, because there was no announcement, that Conor McGregor will be coaching the Ultimate Fighter, opposite possibly of a Tony Ferguson, and another rumor, Mike Chandler. Right? So there was that. Everyone thought we were gonna announce that shit and everything. Now I don't know if the Ultimate Fighter thing's gonna happen now. With one, getting hit by a car, but two, that story, of the woman that accused him of beating the shit out of her on the boat. Who knows if that'll still happen? But this motherfucker's all over the place out of nowhere. Like, there's got to be a fight announcement coming soon. There's got to be. Like, you got to capitalize on all this attention, right?
Yeah, I was saying the more we talk about this, that whole bitch getting raped on the boat might be a setup too, man. This all might be some bullshit. Him getting ran over by that old man. Him raping that hoe on that boat and kicking her in the stomach or whatever. And, I think this is true. I think for whatever reason, okay, you know what? We got a little time here. I'm gonna get a little sidetracked here, but I think Dana White is a great pioneer for MMA, and he made what we all know one of the greatest business investments of all time. Resurrecting the UFC from nothing to where it is today, to where we all love it, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But boy, I think he's out of good ideas, to be complete. And listen, I fuck with Uncle Dana. Y'all know I'm a homer for Uncle Dana. But I think he done fucked around and ran out of good ideas. So I'm gonna tell you something. He won't shut up about this tough shit. For whatever reason, and I don't know if it's just Dana, maybe it's old Ari, or I don't know who wants to keep shoving tough down our throat. And what they do not get about their shitty rankings, excuse me, that we do not want to watch this motherfucking program anymore. But for whatever reason, they really want Tough to work. And I think they backed the Brinks truck up because the only thing that's got a snowball's chance in hell at getting us to watch The Ultimate Fighter season 972 is Conor McGregor, the biggest thing in the sport by a country mile. And for whatever reason, it's really important to them that we actually give a fuck about The Ultimate Fighter. So fair enough. You got us all. Y'all got Conor, and I'm gonna go ahead and save y'all the excitement here, or the anticipation rather. It's Tony. It's Tony Ferguson. It's Tony Ferguson, because that's by far the most beatable fight, for the most winnable fight for Conor McGregor at this point in his career. Yeah, whatever they want to do, 55 or 70, whatever both of them. They'll probably both
75.
70. That makes sense. Neither one of them want to cut weight at this point in his career. So I think absolutely they're going to do it. They need the ratings. Sidebar. Dana's making horrible decisions. He should give up on The Ultimate Fighter, because even though we're going to tune in for this little Conor experiment, it still ain't going to go much beyond that. We're done with The Ultimate Fighter. It's a done data. And just on a side note, this whole slap league thing.
Okay, let's go with that. I
don't know if we've really got to talk about this yet, boy.
Fucking talk about it.
Woo!
Dude,
what a fucking complete dumpster fire. And I mean, I'm a heathen cocksucker. I like some bullshit. But boy, what in the fuck is boy? Dana need to get his mind checked. They better start making sure he ain't got Alzheimer's or something. Unless somebody just threw the bag at him to promote this. Is this not the stupidest fucking idea on planet Earth? Who actually likes this, man?
So here's the thing. So the first week the ratings were shit. They were in the shitter. Now AEW, it's a wrestling show. For those that don't know, I'm sure everyone does, or most people do. It leads into that, and it still tanked. Second week, it did better, but it still lost half the viewers of AEW. What does that tell you? Even the wrestling kids don't give two fucks about Slap League, right? Now, when I first heard the idea, I was like, fuck, we're in America, dude. We're in America. If it's going to work anywhere, it's fucking going to work here. But it's not working. And I have nothing against it personally, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, fuck that shit, it's trash, all this stuff. And people are getting concussions and whatnot. I'm like, hey, man, people do this shit in bars to pay off their tab, for crying out loud. They don't give a fuck, right? And then what are they getting paid? $2,000 and $2,000? Shit. Now, the sad fucking part is two things. One, they're offering it to UFC fighters. But two, allegedly they're going to get, or they got, Bigfoot Silva. And if Bigfoot Silva gets knocked out by some rando fat boy, like standing across from him on the fucking table, slapping him, I'm just going to be like depressed as shit for Bigfoot.
He will. He will eventually.
Yeah, he will.
Of course he will. He doesn't have a great chin right now.
Oh, it's all gone.
Let me tell you something.
I hope it's on TRT and all this shit.
It ain't for $2,000. I wouldn't fucking do shit for $2,000. But if they gave me a couple $100, I'll let Bigfoot slap me. Shit.
Fuck.
But matter of fact, if you let me go first, and if I happen to knock
you might get him,
motherfucker out, yeah, I'll do it for 33 bands. Just let me go first. Because, man, I might fight. I'll sleep that big
fuck around and knock him out.
Can't move around, and I just get to smack the fuck out of him. Shit. But listen, that is so stupid. It's almost a joke. But I tell you what, DW and the whole team been fucking up not hiring Daddy Fred. Because I'm about to tell y'all, the only way that would actually work, right? The slap league bullshit. That's going to fail for sure. Like, let's be real clear. Let's be very fucking clear about the future of the slap league. This shit is dead. There's not a God in heaven if that shit lasts more than, hell, I'll give it a year, just so as not to be blasphemous. But boy, this is not a long-term thing. I wouldn't think more than 3 months. The only way that shit would ever actually work is if you got celebrities to do it.
Yeah.
If you could get Will Smith and Chris Rock to play this little game, we'd be in like motherfucking Flint, Jack. I would pay $19.99 to get to see Chris Rock get a little comeback. Yeah. To get to see Chris Rock smack the dog shit out of Will Smith for that little bullshit he put at the Oscars, I'd tune the fuck in for that. But to watch two random fucking dorks smack the dog piss out of each other,
Yeah, because you got to wonder what the hell the goal is. What is the goal? Are we just trying to do a TV network show, closed circuit type of fucking whatever? No, no audience, nothing like that. Or are you really gonna get crazy and try to do like a live audience for this shit? Who the fuck is gonna go fill up an arena for this? Right now, again, I'm like, hey man, fuck you, do you go for it? This, shoot your shot. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But so far, the ratings show that nobody gives a shit.
You know, it just pisses me off because motherfuckers be out here withering away in obscurity, and other
Yeah,
motherfuckers like Dana just be setting the Brinks truck on fire. Bro, I promise you, this is going to waste a lot of money. Maybe you just got so much money to burn. It's like whatever. I just don't like real talk, bro. I can't imagine who sat in a room with Dana and these fucking very important people at
yeah.
ESPN and shit and said, yeah,
It,
this could work. Like
so
how far detached from reality do these cats got to be that they thought like how
yeah.
far in the algorithm wormholes do these motherfuckers got to be to say Jack, this motherfucker got 1 million views on like, bro, so y'all better stop watching TikTok, dog. Not everything that's viral on your phone is going to be able to be put on fucking network television, my guy.
To start off, ESPN said no. They're on TBS. For some reason, TBS said yes. But here's the thing: when I first saw, because I'll be completely honest, I watched literally 2 minutes of the first episode, and I was like, I can't do it. So this is the kind of thing I'm with you. Like the celebrity idea is good, but they're doing like influencer boxing and shit, which to me is the dumb fucking thing to do. Like that to me is super stupid. They had like some fucking bullshit with KSI supposed to fight somebody. And then they dropped Dylan Downs, and then Dylan Downs dropped out. So you beat up some video game kid and all that. Do the slap league with those guys. The kids would tune in like a mother to watch those idiots slap each other.
Well, they have a name. That's the whole point. They have an actual fucking name. Like, if these dickheads that are slapping each other in the tits put on boxing gloves and went and boxed, guess what? Nobody still wouldn't care because it's fucking Joe Jerkoff versus Joe Jerkoff. Nobody gives a fuck.
Right.
Like, yeah, if Jake Paul and Anderson Silva were fucking slapping the fuck out of each other, you might get it. Might even then it's going to be stupid. But like Jesus Christ, if we're spitballing here, maybe you got something. There is no way in hell this random dumbass is slapping each other with fucking pool. The shit you use when you're fucking shooting pool, the big ass chalky hands. Well, they look like fucking dicks, fucking real dicks. And then who was it? Eric Spicely said that they had hit him up and
for 2K.
Yeah, it's 2 and 2. Woo! Y'all need to come work for Daddy Fred. Shit, I'll pay you 2 and 2 to motherfucking paint my house. Y'all can get paid 2 and 2 to do a whole bunch of shit. Shit.
So I'm calling this right now, okay? Because this is gonna not do well. I don't think this season. If they try to push it next season, we'll see. But I think what you're gonna end up getting is that like fight nights and like maybe the prelims on pay-per-views. In between fights, you go get some slap league shit. I'm calling it now.
And you know what?
That might work though.
If they did that, I'm okay with it. If in between the pay-per-view, they put these fucking dumb animals on my TV smacking the dog shit out of each other while we're getting our blunts ready and fucking eating our fucking chinquitos. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. But y'all trying to package it as a sport. You see the one dickhead on whatever show talking about they got ways they be training their neck and at times to clinch and how to roll with the boy. If you'll get your lying ass the fuck off that podcast and stop talking silliness to us, good Lord of my boy, I swear smart white people just think they're way too smart for their own good. Man, if you don't stop talking crazy bullshit that don't make no motherfucking sense at all, man, it ain't no way to train yourself to get smacked. Just like it ain't no way to train yourself for me to hit you with a right hook. Motherfucker, it ain't no way to train yourself to get thunderstruck. Right. That's why you train yourself to fucking move. Bro, you get popped, you stand there and let a motherfucker open hand or close hand rock your shit. Motherfucker, it ain't no way to train for that, you fucking jerk.
I'm telling you, Dana got paid a bunch of money to do this shit. There's no way he didn't. There's no way he didn't.
Listen, I'm not all bullshit aside. He either got paid a real weird big bag under the table or his judgment is starting to slip. I mean, I'm not bullshitting you. I just can't imagine Dana White of 5 years ago thinking this is a good idea. I really think he just got lost in the algorithm and he was looking at just paying attention to too many numbers and not backing up and being like, wait a minute, man, this is fucking goofy. Like, it might get a little bit of numbers at first for the surprise factor, but at the end of the day, this is going to fucking tank, boys, horribly. Like,
for sure. For sure. All right. Real quick, because I have to go look at the McGregor got hit by a car article on Cageside, and the video is gone. So I went to Conor's Twitter because you embedded on there, and the video that post is gone. I'm assuming because he put the poor bastard's fucking face on there, and not everyone in Ireland's gonna be looking for him. But instead, he put up a picture of his ass, basically, with like a cut in it. Go look at Instagram, Conor's Instagram. I don't know if we can put it on YouTube and not get pulled down. So fuck all that. Probably won't get pulled out, but you can go look on your own. But every comment on there is it's only been 2 minutes. You can still delete this, champ. I'm like, what the fuck?
Say, Conor, I wanna see the video of you getting hit by the car. Now, I want to see the video of this shit actually happening. I think it's real convenient that you just like, oh, hey, mate, I just got ran over. My leg's fucked. This is Pete. He ran me over. Now he's giving me a ride.
The last thing I'd be doing, I mean, again, everyone's different. The last thing I'd be doing was get my phone out to fucking video shit. I'd be calling my family and be like, I'm alive. It's all good, but whatever. All right. So I take the McGregor shit. What was the other stuff we're going to talk about? Fucking Christ, I'm tired. Fighter safety, real quick. Let's talk about Lauren Murphy. UFC 283, Lauren Murphy got pieced up. There's no way around it. She can't, I don't even think she could, fucking argue that. She got pieced the fuck up. And during the fight, everyone online, even the announcers, I'm pretty sure, were saying, like, was her corner going to throw a towel? She's really got no chance in this one unless she gets a finish, and doesn't look like she's going to get one against Jessica Andrade. After the event, she went on and started going at fans about it. That shit got crazy. So I believe you and I are on different sides of this one, because I think most of the time I'm on the I'm in the camp of stop the fucking fight. If your fighter isn't showing like they're doing shit, stop the fight. You said quite a few times, and correct me if I'm wrong, that like let them go out in their shield, right? Where do you sit on this one with Lauren Murphy? This is firing back at motherfuckers, and she tries to talk about how she what's his name, Glover Chair looked worse than her. Doubt it. I really don't think so. Although he got pieced up too. But where do you sit with this shit? Because where I sit, I'd have thrown the towel.
Yeah, they should have stopped that fight. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I'm a hypocrite. I'll go back on some shit. I know I've been on the record a whole bunch of saying we should let them fight. They should have stopped that fight. Yeah, I'm gonna tell. Maybe all joking aside, I feel like from the beginning of the first fucking round, Lauren Murphy was well outmatched on the feet. I mean, just getting touched up, not even touching Andrade. I feel like if there's some back and forth a little bit, she brought up the Joanna fight, right?
Yeah.
It was the Joanna and Wei Lee fight, right?
With the big old fucking thing on her head.
where Joanna had the huge hematoma. Okay, yep. So listen, the problem with that is A, people were calling for that fight to get stopped. Mm-hmm. So there's that. But B, the more important thing is Joanna was given some back. Now she lost that fight, but she was getting some licks in.
Sure.
The fight was way more competitive than this one. Good Lord Almighty! Whoa! Holy shit, that scared me. So yeah, that was bad. But the fight, just truth be told, the fight was closer.
It was much closer.
Everything is context. Not every fight is going to be the same. This fight should have been stopped, not necessarily because of the abuse Lauren Murphy was taking, which she was taking a lot of abuse. But in my opinion, the fight should have got stopped because Lauren Murphy, the discrepancy in their skill level for me was obvious. Right. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it was just like, for all of me, midway through round 2, it was like, yeah, Lauren Murphy shouldn't be in that cage with her right now. Sometimes you just notice that skill gap. If they were grappling and this was the EBI, it might have been a different thing. But clearly, Lauren was not able to get the takedown. She was not able to get her strength and her grappling going. And in a straight up boxing match, she was getting chewed the fuck up. The idea that she's tough enough to take it is not the fucking point. And quite frankly, I'm gonna tell you another thing. I think her corner should hold a little bit of the blame
Sure.
But I feel like most people were throwing all the blame on her corner. I want to say, I don't put much blame on her corner, okay?
Sure.
Because these are the people that love her,
Mm-hmm.
they respect her, they see her train, they know what she's capable of, they're biased. Of course, they don't throw the fucking towel in. You gotta hand it to fucking who was it? Nick that threw in the towel with Nate.
With Nate,
And
yeah.
then Nick's a bad lad. That's a bad boy. That's a bad motherfucker.
Hey, yeah.
To be able to do that. That's a
Yep.
real warrior and somebody that actually loves that. That's blood. That's his brother. He was willing to override. He's probably thinking in his head, Nate's gonna trip, but I'm gonna do it because
Yeah.
that's little bruh. Even if we gotta throw them things after this, I'm gonna throw that towel because I love that dude, and it's that for us. That's rare though. Also, Nick understands this game, unlike most coaches. No shame,
Yep.
it's just different. So for me, most of the blame does not go on Laura Murphy. She's a fighter. All due respect to Laura, she's delusional. She's fucked in the head like all these fighters. Every fighter on a pro level is completely fucked in the head. They
Sure.
all think they're magical, and quite frankly, they are to most of us normal human beings. Like they think they're capable of shit that is insane. So of course she thinks she can do it. She's fucked.
Yeah.
Her corner loves her. They respect her. Of course they do. The goddamn fucking rep. You cocksucking motherfucker. That's what you get paid for. Is to be indifferent. You don't know these fucking people. You're not in nobody's corner. You didn't see nobody train. You're there. What are you looking at, ref? Stop the fight, motherfucker. This is what you get paid for. You got the best seat in the house. You see Laura Murphy getting touched on like a goddamn it young boy in the Catholic Church. She getting touched all over, Jack. And, by the it went the distance, right? Yeah. So come on, man. By midway through the third round,
it's over.
Stop this fucking fight. That is your job. The corners are going to be biased. The fighter will never give up. They're like game bred pit bulls. These motherfuckers will fight till they're fucking dead. Look at Laura Murphy. For as much shit as I just gave her, she's got to be one of the toughest fucking women on planet Earth. And that was a fucking beating that I wouldn't put on my dog, Jack.
Anybody. I don't know. You're 100% right. So, end of the day, I'm with you on that whole thing. I mean, the corner is a little bit of the blame. The ref is the whole fucking thing. So,
that's your job, homeboy.
Yeah.
To protect these fighters. That's what you get specifically paid for.
Literally the only reason you're in there. And when Nick throwing the towel, if Nick Diaz throws a towel in your fight, there's a good fucking reason for that. So you respect the shit out of that.
Well, right, and like I said though, Nick's also just he's different, man. That dude understands. Like you cannot expect normal corners to make that educated of a decision. Most people are going to get wrapped up in. And listen, let's just also keep it a beam real quick. A lot of these fighters in the cage can fire those motherfuckers, and that's how they get paid. So yeah, you think they want to get fired? They probably thinking in their head, motherfucker, I ain't throwing this towel. You throw the towel, Mr. Jiu-Jitsu guy. If there's three of us in the corner and we know she gonna fire anybody that touch that towel, I'll let that hoe die. I'm not getting fired.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like,
I got you.
They ain't gonna touch that towel, bro. If going out to the cage, Laura Murphy's like, hey, check this out. I don't give a fuck how bad it gets. One of y'all motherfuckers throw that towel, I'm firing y'all motherfuckers as soon as we get back here. I don't give a fuck if I look like I'm gonna die. Y'all don't touch that goddamn towel. Shit. You ain't gotta tell me twice, but that's why the fucking ref is there, bro. You don't she ain't telling you that, my guy.
100%. We got literally like 5 minutes left. So let's talk real quick. Jake Paul, Tommy Fury. They actually signed the fucking fight for Saudi Arabia. So now there's gonna be no visa issue, none of that bullshit. Playing out. Does that actually happen? And do you care?
Well, probably, but no. The answer to that second part is no, because here's the thing, man. A little bit.
Okay.
I don't think I really expect Jake Paul to go fight real boxers.
Yeah.
I think Tommy Fury is supposed to represent a real boxer. I feel like we're wasting time at that point. Let's do the Nate Diaz fight. Like, Jake is popular and this works because he's fighting these really big MMA guys. For all of me, This is a step down. I don't give a fuck what Tommy fucking Fury has done in boxing or who his big brother is. Hey man, he just fucking outboxed Anderson Silva. For me, the MMA guy, which I assume is most of fucking Jake Paul's fan base at this point, I watch this? Sure. Do I hope this sets up the fight with Nate Diaz or something that I actually care about? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen. Week of the fight, I guarantee there's already a backup ready to go. Week of the fight, Tommy Fury is not gonna make weight. And he's gonna say he's not gonna make weight. He ain't gonna show up. I'm calling it right now. It's all fucking theater. I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a second, people. I know everyone's be like, "Oh, what does Jake Paul need to do for you to take him serious?" He couldn't do a damn thing. Literally could not do a damn thing to have me take him serious. Like the most credit I give him is this whole I'm gonna go to PFL and fight. All right, cool. And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm doing the super fight division." Like, what in the fuck is that? All right, cool, whatever. We go there, I'll give you respect for sure. But till then, I could give a shit. I really could. I don't buy for a second Tom Fury's going to show up. Just like I didn't buy for a second Dylan Dan's going to show up. It's just not going to happen. This fight will not happen. It will not happen. It's going to be some whoever the fuck influencer. Jesus, if it was fucking Tyron Woodley for a third time, be fucking embarrassing. But like, it ain't going to happen, dog. And it don't matter. This fight does not matter for a second. Because no matter what happens in this fight, like, everyone's going to make excuses for this shit. No matter what happens.
I just feel like it's a big step down. I know that Anderson
in popularity, yeah.
Yeah, I know Anderson is well past his prime, but it's Anderson fucking Silva, bro. That sells. That's a big deal. Tommy Fury ain't even like he ain't even a real star to keep it a being. Like he's Tyson Fury's little brother. That's what he is. Like
the worst thing that could happen is Jake Paul fights him and loses. That'd be the worst thing that could happen overall.
And if we're being honest, not to be a dick here, but they're just half brothers, right? Like they just share the same daddy, right? They don't got the same mommy and daddy. Right?
Daddy got wild, motherfucker. That's what I.
Yeah. Well, you could tell Tommy don't quite look like Tyson, Jack.
UK in the 50s or 60s, whenever that shit was, got wild as fuck, man.
They got different mommies though, Jack. Tyson got something in him that I don't think old Tommy's got in him. Jack.
I'll tell you what, Tommy's got long fucking arms. Though he stands there, he could touch the fucking his ankle just standing. He's fucking wild. How long his arms are, but he doesn't know how to. Not that he doesn't know how to use them, but other boxers figured out how to not get hit by those shits. So, that's what I'm saying. The worst thing to me that could happen is Jake Paul losing to this dude, and then you lost to a guy that no one gives a shit about. Like bottom line. All right, what else we got? A quick check of the headlines. This Cejudo Aljamain Sterling fight allegedly is gonna happen. Who fucking knows? I don't buy it either. There's a lot of weird shit that I don't buy, man. But all right, real quick. Tonight, PFL is going on here. If it's not going on already, it's going on tonight. PFL Week 1 Challenger Series. I can't remember the fucking exactly what's going on, but so that's there's PFL on Challenger Series 2023 Week 1 happening right now. I want to say, or it's about to start. So that's going on tonight. No UFC this weekend. UFC, it's a fun one. UFC Lewis or Spivak is next Saturday. That one, dude, the prelims kick off at 7 p.m. your time, if I'm not mistaken. Or 10 p.m. your time, actually. 10 p.m. your time. So this card was supposed to be in Korea. Main event, Korean Zombie got injured. They pulled it back to Vegas because they want to fight everybody out there. But because it was in Korea, like the time slot was already set. Bro, like the main card kicks off at like 1 a.m. your time, like Eastern Standard.
Nice.
So
I'll be going out and getting fucking wasted tomorrow. So maybe the fucking main event will be right as I'm coming home.
No, it's next weekend, bro.
Oh, it ain't tomorrow?
No, they ain't shit tomorrow. UFC wise, it's nothing because this was gonna be the travel week to go to Korea.
Oh shit. Oh, okay. Shit. I'm completely. I thought that shit was tomorrow. Well, bet.
I'm telling you right now, if I gotta stay up to cover that, I'm gonna be hurting. So, and I'll still have to cover that, of course. But yeah. Anything else you wanted to throw out here before we get out of here?
No, I think that's it.
CagesidePress.com for everything, all kinds of coverage, especially PFI tonight. At YouTube.com/@CagesidePress for all the YouTube shit. Hit subscribe, hit like, tell your friends to come hang out. Keyboard Warriors are Friday nights, Cageside Live Monday or Tuesday nights, depending on availability. And then Keyboard Warriors shorts. If shit happens, crazy shit happens, we jump on here like we did twice, 2-3 times now. So make sure you fuckers come back. All right. Let me thanks. Appreciate you, Santiago. Have a good one. Fuck it, but I don't have this shit ready. Here it is. At Keyboard MMA for the show. At GMC Jesus for Fred. I'm at Eli32. Shout out to everyone that tuned in. Santiago was here. Now he's gone. Appreciate you, man. Otis. Fucking everyone that tuned in, you guys are dope as fuck. Make sure you tell everybody about us. Let's build this motherfucker up and make it huge. All right. Let's just make this thing huge. It's gonna be wild. We got a bunch of things in the works for y'all. Until next time, for myself, Mr. Fred Kirby, and the entire team at Cageside Press. Good night. Good night, Wilshire.